Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Connected Coffee House series. My name is David Green, and I don't drink coffee. I'll be honest with you, I'm British. I asked for a tea, and they won't bring me one, but that's okay, because what we're going to do, we're going to bring you some amazing local artists and talent from all around the Niagara region. We've got musicians, we've got comedians, we've got magicians, we've got everything. We've teamed up with the town of Pelham, PSI Productions, and the region of Niagara with the Niagara Investment in Culture, and we're going to bring you some great local talent. Let's get to it. I'm so pumped up to start with our first performer, so talented. They're based out of Welland and have been performing on the piano for the past 9 years. They're only 12 years old. Amazing, a musical prodigy. Already performed at the Niagara Jazz Festival, at the Performing Arts Center. You're gonna see them performing all around the world in the future, but most importantly, right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy Emilio.
Hello and welcome to our virtual coffee house. I'd like to begin by sending out a thank you to the town of Pelham and the organizers for giving me this opportunity to entertain you with my piano playing. Well, I wish that I had a live audience today for my performance, but staying safe is our #1 priority. So I hope my music will uplift your spirits during this challenging time. A little bit about myself. My name's Emilio Jeremiah. I'm 12 years old and I live in Welland, here in the Niagara region. I've been playing piano since I'm 3.5 years old, and I'm currently working on my grade 9 classical piano. But I also love to entertain and play jazz, improvise, and play other genres of music too. Without further ado, let's move on with the show. My first piece is Sweet Georgia Brown, and I will be doing a jazz version by the Ray Brown Trio. Enjoy. My next 2 pieces are from our great Canadian jazz icon, Oscar Peterson. I will begin with his jazz waltz and end with Hymn to Freedom, a much-needed tune to remind us of the need for unity and peace for humankind. Now we'll move on to a lighter jazz standard, made popular by none other than the great Frank Sinatra. Get ready for Fly Me to the Moon. Enjoy. And to end my performance, I'd like to say thank you for listening.
We're going to switch things up a little bit with our next performer, with a magician. Awesome, how awesome is that? This performer is based out of Ridgeway, Ontario, performs all around Ontario, and you in your living rooms right now, enjoy Scoop McCoy.
Hey, I'm so excited to be here at the Pelham Connected Coffee House. Look at this, I made my very own Pelham sign. Oh, wait a minute, that doesn't say Pelham. Oh, I made a typo here, sorry. It says Ham Elp. Ooh. Would it be okay if I did a little bit of magic and rearranged the letters? Let's see here. I think the P goes at the beginning. The A's gotta move. Let me get the L in the right place. You know what, listen, I'm really sorry. This didn't quite work out as well as I was hoping here. Let me give it a little, just a touch here, a little blow. I get the magic wand. Let's see how I did here. Spelling isn't really my strong suit here. Well, so far so good. Oh, hey, this is looking much better. Oh, you'd like to see. Sorry about that. Check this out. Yeah, oh. I think I got it. Look at that Pelham Connected Coffee House. That's in the fine print at the bottom, but there we go. Now, because this is a social distance show, I can't hand this out. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take it, give it a little toss there. That was a bonus trick. Now, check this out. We are going to cause thousands of bubbles to change places. See this can of pop here? Does anybody remember when they were a kid and your brother or sister would shake the can up? Do you know what would happen when somebody shook a can of pop and then opened it up? You got a volcano. It would blow all up. Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm really gonna shake this. Do you see? I'm really shaking it. Kind of like a Polaroid picture. Shake it up here. Oh, that's tiring. Now, I'm going to ask everyone at home to hold their fingers like this, please, because we're going to take the bubbles from that can, magically make them travel through the air, and put them into this can. But first, I have to put this can in this protective plastic bag. Let me get it safe and secure inside the plastic bag. Here we go. I'm gonna put this can right here. You know what, let's put a few more bubbles in. Hey, if you wanna try something at home, shake the can, put it against your ear, you can actually hear the bubbles. Here we go. Everybody at home, please hold your fingers like this. Aim your fingers at the can. Follow my lead, take your fingers. You can do jazz fingers if you want, that's optional. And throw them over there. That's right, we take our fingers, we get all the bubbles, and we shoot them in this can. I think we missed just a couple. Don't drop them, they're hard to see. I know that sounds impossible. There could be thousands of bubbles inside this can. Do you want to see how we did? Do you think we could actually make these bubbles disappear? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got most of them. Do you think they could have possibly traveled? Remember, this can was sitting still on this little table. Give me a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing traveling bubbles. Okay. You know, I'd like to close off my segment pulling back the curtain and showing you how a trick works. So let me start off, and the trick I'm going to show you is called the incredible vanishing red handkerchief trick. Here we go. No trickery yet. It's a red handkerchief. I simply poke it into my hand like so. All I need to do is make a magical gesture and it disappears. Hey, you're a tough crowd. I was just testing you to see if you were paying attention. Here we go. A simple red handkerchief. I poke it into my hand. No suspicious moves whatsoever, and yet it magically turns into an egg. You may be saying, Scoop, where's the handkerchief? It traveled through the Ethernet. The ether, excuse me. Jump back into my pocket. I'm going to pause for the thunderous applause, which I know I'm receiving from the viewers right now. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now, promise not to tell anyone. Here's how you do this trick. First of all, you need to go to a joke store and you get a fake egg. Yep. It's a plastic egg with a hole in it. Plastic. Here we go. So here's what you need. You need 2 handkerchiefs that are exactly the same color. You'll see why in a second. You take your plastic egg with a hole in it and you put it in your pocket just like so. You take the 2 handkerchiefs, actually you take one of the handkerchiefs, you put it in this pocket, and you take the other handkerchief and you put it in this pocket. Now you're ready to go. You can come out to the audience and say, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing vanishing red handkerchief trick. You reach into this pocket and you take out one of the handkerchiefs. You explain to the audience what you're going to do, that you're going to make it vanish. What I really need to do, though, is get the fake egg out of my pocket without arousing suspicion. If I just kind of go into my pocket, the viewer will be suspicious. So instead, I use a time-honored theatrical concept called comedy. Check this out. As I wave my hand over, and then I make the magical gesture, and then I put my hand in my pocket, like I'm putting the handkerchief in my pocket. But check out this very strong misdirection. I wave this handkerchief up and down, so everyone looks over here. This hand comes out of the pocket with the fake egg, but nobody even notices because they're looking over here. Now, all I have to do is take the handkerchief and poke it into the hole, into the fake egg. Now, it's a pretty small hole, so you just kind of keep poking. Might have to kill some time here, try and be entertaining. Now, this is an exposed view. You do not show the audience this if you're concerned with things like, say, entertainment. So you don't let them see this part, but I wanted you to see it since it's instruction. I'm just going to keep poking and poking, and once the handkerchief is all the way into the hole, all you have to do, snap your fingers, show everyone the fake egg, and remember, in this pocket you already put another handkerchief. That's the one you take out, and that's why you have to have two handkerchiefs that are the same color. There's one thing you might be saying to yourself, and that is, Scoop, what if somebody sees the hole in the back of the egg? That's not good. You're in trouble. If somebody says, they saw the hole, there's really only one thing you can do, and that is snap your fingers and then magically pull the hole off the egg. Kind of like that. It's kind of something you'd see in a SpongeBob SquarePants cartoon. Then you can show everyone, hey, no hole. Now, I know some people might still be suspicious, so I suggest you get yourself a handy-dandy cup and take that egg and actually crack it into the cup, showing it was real the whole time. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Scoop McCoy. I'm so excited that I've been here and able to share my magic with you. Goodbye.
Our next musical performers have been playing together for the past 13 years, and combined, they have over 100 years of experience in the music industry. They perform all around the region. They're based here in Pelham, Ontario. It's Wayne and Ed, and they are Strings Attached. One, two, three, four. High and dry in the long hot day, lost and lonely in every way. I got the flats all around me, sky up above. Yes, I need a little water of love. I've been too long lonely and my heart feels pain, crying out for some soothing rain. I believe I've taken enough. Yes, I need a little water of love. Water of love, deep in the ground, but there ain't no water here to be found. Someday, maybe when the river runs free, it's gonna carry that water back home to me. There's a bird up in the tree, way up high, just waiting for me to die. If
if I don't get some water soon. I'll be dead and gone in the afternoon. Water of love deep in the ground, but there ain't no water here to be found. Someday, baby, when the river runs free, it's gonna carry that water back home to me. I could call my own. Once I had a woman, now my woman, she's gone. Once there was a river, now there's a stone. You know it's evil when you're living alone. Water of love deep in the ground, but there ain't no water here to be found. Someday, baby, when the river runs free, it's gonna carry that water back home. To carry that water of love deep in the ground, but there ain't no water here to be found. Someday, baby, when the river runs free, it's gonna carry that water back home to me. Town on a boat to the southern islands, sailing a reach beyond the falling sea. She was making for the trades on the outside and the downhill run to Papatay Bay. Off this wind on this heading lies the Marquesas. We got 80 feet of water line, nicely making way in a noisy bar in Avalon. I tried to call you, but on the midnight watch I realized why twice you ran away. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. I have been around the world looking for that woman, girl, who knows love can endure, and you know it will. When you see the Southern Cross for the first time, you can't understand now why you came this way. Well, the truth you might be running from is so small, but it's as big as the promise of the coming day. So I'm sailing for tomorrow, my dreams are dying, and my love is an anchor tied to you, tied with a silver chain. I've got my ship, and all her flags are flying. She is all that I have left, and music is her name. Think about Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. I have been around the world, looking for that woman, girl, who knows love can endure, and you know it will. Oh yeah. Well, we cheated and we lied and we tested, and we never failed to fail. It was the easiest thing to do. You will survive being bested. Somebody fine will come along, make me forget about loving you and the Southern Cross. One, two, three, four. Well, the whole town came out to watch the day they paved the parking lot. Somebody hung a ribbon up and then they cut it down. And that big white rose upon that sign was of innocence in all our lives. You could see its neon lights half a mile out. Gas was 50 cents a gallon, and they'd put it in for you. And they'd pump your tires, check your oil, and wash your windows too. And we'd shine those cars as bright, and we'd go park underneath those lights, stare out at the prairie sky. There was nothing else to do. Now there's plywood for glass where the windows all got smashed, and there's just a chunk of concrete where those old pumps used to stand. There's a couple of cars half out of the ground, and that oil sign still spins round and round. But I guess a White Rose filling station's just a memory now. And the girls would spend a couple of bucks just to meet the boys working at the pumps. They'd grow up and they'd fall in love, and they all moved away. Strangers used to stop and ask how far they'd driven off the map. But then they built that overpass, and now they stay out on the highway. Now there's plywood for glass where the windows all got smashed, and there's just a chunk of concrete where those old pumps used to stand. There's a couple of cars half out of the ground, and that oil sign still spins round and round. But I guess the White Rose filling station's just a memory now. Well, that neon sign was the heart and soul of this old one-horse town, and it's like it lost its will to live the day they shut it down. Now there's plywood for glass where the windows all got smashed, and and there's just a chunk of concrete where those old pumps used to stand. There's a couple of cars half out of the ground, and that oil sign still spins round and round. But I guess the White Rose filling station's just a memory now. I guess the White Rose filling station's just a memory now.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gents. I want to give a big shout out to PSI Productions, the town of Pelham, the region of Niagara for help making our Connected Coffee House series possible. Big shout out to all the amazingly talented performers. Make sure, go out and see them live in person. Comment below, reach out, tell them how much you enjoyed it. We've got to support the amazing talent that we have here. Until then, stay healthy, be safe, and we'll see you next time.